Oh Lord! All right, let's get to this Ask Yo AunTeas question. So, what time is it?
Yes.
Ask
Ask
your
your
Your husband.
Oh man,
I've always wanted to do that.
you know
Who's gonna
the
read it?
fabulous
Who's
stuff.
got it?
And this one came from community member Brandon. Hey, Brandon, and he's actually been on episode, so y'all check that
Hey,
out. I forget what
Brandon.
Hey,
episode,
boo.
sometime last year.
Yes.
And it says, "Dear aunties, my husband and I recently celebrated our 4-year wedding anniversary. Congrats, by the way. Says we've been together for 9 years. Would love some advice from the aunties and community on how to keep things quote unquote interesting, both emotionally and physically, as we enter this next decade of our partnership." So maybe the question is like,
Yeah.
what do you all do, since we're all in like long-term relationships? What do you all do to keep it emotionally and physically interesting?
Well, I would say one thing that we've been doing, especially the last 6 months, is kind of like almost having like a little check-in, being like, "How you doing? You good? Do you need something more? Am I giving you what you need? What more can I do for you?" Like just having those conversations and being genuine and authentic about it, um, and making sure that we're meeting each other at each other's level. Like if you want to keep things interesting, sometimes it's not about necessarily you going out the box. Sometimes go in their box and be like, "All right, you got a few tricks in there that you like, I'm gonna pick from your box," and
Go
keep
in
it
that
pushing,
box.
and
Get
it's the
that
top door on
box.
the right.
No, 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 no.
That too. That's a plus.
Eat that box.
Ooh, I know that's good. What are you thinking, Adam?
That's so they've been together a 4-year wedding and then 9 years together. So, I mean, I think it's really about understanding each other. I mean, I know that's half of it, but I think even Dawon and I, we're going on our like 7 years in February, and I think we're kind of finding our footing even. So just trying new things is a great start. But I like what you guys do, Jerrell. I think it's great to like check in and just kind of get like a temperature check on everything. I think that's healthy, but I think that's a great start.
Corey, how about you, baby?
I liked what you said, Jerrell. I think we should do that.
I agree.
And my what I would tell everyone is take lots of naps.
Why take lots of naps?
Just close your eyes, everything goes away.
Shut up.
Dawon's gonna go crazy.
I like what you said. I'm gonna try that.
Right.
Sure.
I keep picking up on like the whole like the interesting like part of it, and
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, I think what I'm picking up on is that it can be really easy to fall into ruts. Because with the longer that you're with somebody, the more that you are comfortable with them, the more that you are, that you fall into certain kind of routines of what you do, especially like in this like work from home, everybody in everybody's business 24/7, kind of environment that we're in. You can't escape your partner, and so I feel like making things interesting in the next phase of one's, of their relationship is about how do you make sure that you're investing in breaking up the monotony, so that you are keeping the spark alive. Like we go on, little like weekend getaways. We talk about little things that we want to do, like, we're always coming up with like little ideas. We were just talking, was it yesterday, about, I think I brought up the notion of like, oh well, we live in New York, we should go to the Plaza Hotel and do like high tea. And it's not like we're like that fancy or whatever, but it's just like, oh, that's just something different that we haven't done, and we live in the city. And he's like, oh well, why not, like why not try that? You know, I just I went to Paris this past weekend. He went to Rhode Island to visit our friends up there. Hey Todd, hey Tony. So
Are you mad?
And that's
I'd be
mostly
mad
too.
at him.
Me?
I'd have been like, Paris,
No.
Paris.
No, I had the option to go, to be honest.
Okay.
I chose not to. I told him I want to go for a week, and he said no. So I'm like, I'm not going then. And he went, and that's fine. It's good. So I think it's good to spend time apart as well. I think that can also keep things fresh. Something really important that Dawon said is, now that we're both working from home and we're here all the time, like, you have to get out of the house. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we're still kind of in, like,
Lockdown.
pandemic times.
Yeah.
And you have to be really careful, but getting out of the house is such a big thing. I mean, a couple weeks ago, we went for a bike ride because I wanted to see the leaves down by the river. And it's just so refreshing to get out. So I think, especially in like the times that we're living in, being like, stuck at home all the time, you have to find something to do. And there's plenty of stuff to do, no matter where you live.
Yeah.
And y'all know we live in New York, so like
You have everything.
I mean, it's not like we have cars and we can just like willy-nilly just like, oh, I'm gonna go for a drive up to da 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 da. It's a very different thing. So I think we have to
Plan.
we have to plan, and we have to be intentional about how we're spending our time and breaking up the monotony. Which I think, if anybody listens to our podcast, they know us three couples, like, we will break up some monotony in a heartbeat with a trip in a heartbeat.
Right? I know that's right.
Yeah. How about
No.
you, Chris?
Oh, go
Yeah, I
first.
kind of feel I agree with all of you guys. Like, it's easy, especially like during this pandemic time, to like just get into that comfort zone and knowing that he's just there. Like, yeah, we're good, but I feel like it's very important to make actually time for your partner to either, if it's doing something, or staying at home and playing games or whatever, but it just have to be time dedicated for those two people. And
Yeah, we tried painting one time.
yeah, like we tried, I don't know, like new stuff like painting or making this memory box that we like, oh my god, I don't even want to see that again.
Shout out to our bestie Kaylee. She bought us one of those like adventure couples kind of like little books where you like scratch off an activity, and that's the activity that you do, and you can choose before you scratch it off. Do you want to do something that's arts and crafty? Do you want to do something that's more like an adventure? Do you want to do something that's more like food related? Games, scavenger hunt, whatever, and it kind of gives you little like icons of what to get into and what the pricing may be. And so that was actually our Christmas gift last year. Oh my god, that was so cute. But we scratched it off, and it was like to make a little time capsule, like a little memory box. And the idea is to create this box, and every time when you're feeling like that love, you want to save
memories,
like some memory, and you just put it in the box. And then when you are feeling like you all are like, girl, this may be it,
Right.
Then you open that box, and then it's to help to like remind you of like how you even got this far to begin with, if it makes sense. But honestly, like little things like that make a difference.
Just plan
really
stuff for those two people. And let's not forget
sex.
Spice it up, yeah. Spice that up. Like, buy some toys. Who knows? Some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you all nailed it. What did we do? Like, I feel most times, like for Corey's love language is like gifts and things like that. So like
Food.
and that exactly, and food.
Yeah.
And food.
Take
So
him
you-
shopping.
shopping, but
Take
like
me to Home Goods.
he likes a home goods moment. So even like I couldn't care less about home goods, but just knowing he enjoys it, I'm like, all right, I'll tag along and truck me through this damn
It's rare
store.
you go with me.
But stuff like that, like sometimes people like, let's get out the house and just walk the dog and go for a long walk. Just it's kind of like those little moments just to be together, quite frankly. We usually try to do like a date night to go eat somewhere. Like lately it's been that the Asian restaurant with the sushi revolver thing or whatever. So you'll see something on TikTok and be like, let's try this place out. I'm like, okay. So I guess I don't know how interesting that is, because it's so easy to get in a rut. It's so easy to get in a, you know, especially because you're comfortable with your human. So you're like, let's just chill on the fucking couch and watch a movie or watch TV.
Yep.
You know,
One of our 19 shows that we watched together.
Did I give my opinion?
you
Look,
should take a
I
nap,
had
girl.
I had to drag Dawon to the movies because we don't watch a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
And he watches
don't
stuff
either.
like a mile a minute, so I can't even get into it because he's.
That's
already
because
in
she record
season
everything,
12.
girl. She'd be like,
Sure do.
that's what.
And she trailblazes through it. So I had to drag him to the movies. It
Okay.
gets him away from the TV, and then he's all.
She about to defend herself. Buckle up.
How long did it take you to watch Mad Men?
Silence.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I took like probably a year to watch it.
Yeah, I'm with Adam. Like, I feel like,
Yeah, it would
I
have.
mean,
it would have taken me years.
No.
Period.
I loved it. I loved Mad Men. I just wanted to carry it out because I knew when it was over, it was over.
He's a saverer, and I'm
Yeah.
a binger.
Okay.
I
okay.
got
Gotcha.
So
into
that's
it.
how
I got
it
into
works.
it way after the. You know,
Did you say
it
you
went
were a
off
savior?
air.
No, I binge too.
Okay, yeah, you were a
I
binger,
can't wait.
girl.
Yeah.
Just
Look.
get over it.
I get so bored when
Can I give you my
Mhm.
honest
I have to
answer
move
now?
around.
yeah, give us your honest.
I'll give you my honest answer.
Get some anal beads if you want to make it interesting.
I like being in a rut. It's
You do.
comfortable.
You're like a homebody,
A
like
creature habit type thing,
Like,
like where you
yeah.
like
If-
to have that
Is that okay?
consistency.
sometimes I let you know when it's not.
I'm on key change.
I like
right,
Sometimes.
right. Sometimes.
I think the risk. I think the risk that one runs when
It's the other person.
when one gets so the risk that one runs when life becomes so routine is that everything feels like the same, and then next thing you know, you blink and it's like 5 months have passed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Too.
And
But, like,
one of the
I'm
things
not
that
too-
makes
I'm not too bad about it though, because I can be a pretty rut person too, where I'm like, you know, I'm just good, like, cause like I guess I'm one of those like I know I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. Let me get that done, and then like I just want to chill. So it doesn't bother me too much. And then when I do, like I go on a friend's trip or whatever. And so we're good about if you want to go somewhere, go.
Oh my God, my new trip to New York by
Yeah.
myself
You're pounding on the table again, girl.
was so nice.
We still have your umbrella, by the way.
I'll keep it. It's one of those $5 ones.
Yeah.
But you know, I will say though, I think when it comes to keeping it interesting, I think the easiest way is to live in your partner's love language,
Mm-hmm.
because that way you can make sure that whatever it is that you're trying to do or convey or whatever, it will be received with the intention that you're trying to apply behind it. If you try to do it what you want to do for yourself, they may not feel the same that what you want. And I think that's why we've really in this past 6 months started doing more check-ins to make sure that although, you know, I want to do this, I want to make sure that I'm doing something that he is going to receive. You know,
Yeah.
if we're talking about, you know, emotional and physical, like the best way is to go to the source. Just don't guess. I mean, like at this point in your life, when you have been with a long-term relationship, like with a person, like your communication should be so
Yeah.
good where you shouldn't need to guess.
I feel like that's the important key.
Yeah.
Like you just have to communicate it. Like we had that discussion, I don't know, like probably 6 or 7 months ago when I expressed like, hey, I am feeling this is this and I need this, otherwise this. And things, you know, like we have to change stuff and whatever, do check-ins or plan date
And
nights every
receive it,
Friday
too.
and all that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it can
Like,
be
I
easy to
think-
get defensive.
And let me tell
I
you,
feel
she
like-
did. I mean, by she, I mean me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel
because
like
I was taking the screenshots of the instant of the from Messenger, being like, he said this, and literally for like the next 6 weeks, I was like rereading them because I literally had gotten my feelings, and I can admit that I did not respond in the best way. I was also going through things with my family at the same time. My nephew had get ran over by a car. Like it was just a lot going on at that time. But like,
I feel like after 9 years you should be comfortable, because they said 9 years.
Yeah.
You should be comfortable to like communicating with your partner. Just say like, hey, this, let's do that, or I need this, or I need that. If things are getting boring.
Also, just listen too. That's the other thing. You know, like I've learned just like how I learn how to like give is just by listening to like the little things that he say he wants to do, or he wants, or he likes. Sometimes just listening to your partner, like actively listening, meaning you are retaining the information that they're giving you, not just in one ear out the other ear. But that's another way to keep it interesting too, because that's in those moments they can sometimes be vulnerable. And then so when you receive that information and you do it, they're like, well, damn, bitch. Okay, you were listening, man. You heard me, you know.
And then, you learning something, Kaboo, is what you learning.
I don't listen.
Yeah.
I had that problem.
Or, you know, at the end of the day, just take them to Swing of Riches before it closed by January 15th. You know.
That too.
You know, get you riled up and then be like, anyway. But that was a great question. We appreciate you sending that in. We kind of saved that one because we knew the husband's episode was coming up here. So continue to send your Ask Yo AunTeas questions to aya@minorityareport.com.
That is 3 weeks in a row now. That is
like,
3
I'm
weeks.
thinking so hard about it now because I'm like, okay, don't fuck it up, and then I still fuck it up. aya@minorityareport.com or DM us, damn it. Woo!